No investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Good morning, guys. Sways is here. Hope everyone is well. Quite a few tickers moving interestingly today. And let's jump to the charts. Just want to say thank you for giving us a follow to the new people that have followed me on Twitter. I really appreciate it. We're definitely getting up there now. It'd be awesome to get to 4,000. That's like always been a big target of mine, to get to 4,000 followers. So we're at 3,532. So totally awesome. Thanks so much for the support. Right, let's jump into a few tickers. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll put the timestamps in the YouTube description box, so you can just jump straight to the timestamps of the tickers if you want to do it that way and just save on some time. Right, so let's just have a quick look at AVCT. I made a video, obviously, yesterday on, well, it's not obvious if you don't know that I did. Yesterday, I made a video on AVCT. It seems to be going down very well. And so far, so good today with AVCT. 10.54% currently up. Now, we did this chart ages ago, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago, this macro channel. This was done a long time ago, and it dropped pretty much to the bottom of the channel, and then it looks like it's found support today. We're currently pushing towards 11%, which is some decent buying. The daily candle is pretty solid. There's a little tiny wick there at the moment, but it's pretty solid. If the buyers do stay in with AVCT, this uptrend hopefully will continue. And then, look, we're currently at 184.4 pence. The top of the channel with AVCT, if the buyers are coming back in, the top of this channel in the not too distant future is over 300 pence. And I know it sounds crazy, but that's how the markets move, right? You know, the markets sell off, hit support, buyers come back in, and the process starts again. It's anyone that knows anything about the markets, guys, it's a liquidity-seeking machine. And, it's why it's best to stay emotional-free, really, when you approach the markets, because the markets is a machine. They are a machine, and they're devoid of all emotion, and they're doing a job. And, one of the main jobs that the markets look to do is to seek liquidity. And they'll usually seek liquidity along where all the orders are, the buy and sell orders usually, because it'll hunt out the positions, the orders, the stop losses, and it'll take those retail investors out, therefore achieving liquidity, and then it'll move on to what it wants to do. And I believe that because this is a liquidity-seeking machine, the market makers leave clues all over the charts, and this is how we use technical analysis to try and decode the market makers matrix. All right, so without getting too technical or trying to sound too intelligent, because I'm not, it's pattern recognition, and human beings are very, very good at recognizing patterns. It's hardwired into our brains. All right, so far so good. Be nice to see a real solid close on the daily chart with AVCT. I'm happy with the way it's moving so far. Right, what else shall we look at? Let's look at HE1. The reason why I want to look at it is because a few people have made some predictions with HE1, which may certainly come to fruition. However, there's a sticking point where price needs to get past. So we've got Helium 1 Global Limited, and we've got the daily chart in front of us, guys. It's like taking a bird's eye view. There's not a lot of data. The stock's not been around long. It was floated. When was it floated? December 2020 of last year. Right, so this is how I see price action, right? I've drawn this chart, simple channel, okay. Price came up, found resistance, sold off. Now, from May of this year, price has been stuck in this consolidation pattern, okay? It's a consolidation pattern. For it to move up, for price to move up, it has to defeat this stubborn level of resistance above. Now, I tweeted yesterday on Twitter, obviously. I said, that's great. I can, because we had We had a powerful selling candle at one point yesterday where price was touching 21.75 and it was solid green. Now, the thing is, right, when you get a solid buying candle, I know a lot of people get excited and then it gets the emotions up, and then the rampers and the retweeters come in, and then they're trying to get everyone to jump on. But the problem is, when you are approaching the markets from a longer time frame, right, like the daily candle or the weekly chart, you have to look at the big picture. So just because one candle is going bullish doesn't mean that it's then going to go stratospheric and go to the moon. It does not mean that at all. We many of us have jumped in with FOMO, fear of missing out, only to be burnt, myself included. It's why I wanted to learn a system of technical analysis to try and give me a heads up on how the markets truly move, okay? So I tweeted yesterday, got the tweet knocking around somewhere. Oh, I don't know where it is. Let's see if I can find it on HE1. And let's just try and find that tweet. Here we go. Should just be low. Here we go. So I tweeted yesterday. HE1 is looking good, but there is some resistance around 21.78 pence. I will be mindful of this level. So I tweeted that out. Now, there you go. That's when we had a solid green daily candle when price was at 21.40. So what have we got now? Today price has retraced a little bit. It's currently at 20.80. It's up 1.49% from yesterday's close. So price is indeed trying to test this level, but the more it tries and tests and the more it fails is an indication to me, looking at the charts, that this is a level that price does not want to get past at the moment. Now, if we're looking at the daily charts from how I've drawn this channel, this is how channels work. We've got a touch here at the top, price consolidated across, bounced here at the bottom, price came up, touched, price sold off, price is consolidating. A lot of the times consolidation is a continuation of that particular move. So what is price going to do? Is price going to want to retrace to the bottom of this consolidation zone, and will price want to interact with the lower part of this particular trend line, which is the lower portion of the macro uptrend from how I see price? Or will price want to break out? Either way, we've got it bagged and tagged with this system of technical analysis. But personally speaking, I'm very mindful until price proves to me that it wants to break out above this level. If it carries on retracing, and what we can do to look at it in more minutiae is we can screw down to the 4-hour chart, or we can even screw down to the 3, the 2, or the 1-hour chart. It's not an issue. But look, if we look at the 4-hour chart, guys, we have more data. We need to slightly readjust trend lines. But look, this is a classic consolidation zone. Gave us that candle yesterday, right, where price touched 23.90, but failed to close. It's back inside this consolidation zone. And a lot of the times, the market makers will use consolidation zones or tight price bandwidths. Effectively, it's a market state, which is a range, but it's a much tighter market state. And they'll use this market state to traverse along into these virtual structures, which are the charts, until they find key levels of support, key levels of resistance, and other structures which price uses to move. All right. So I just wanted to give a more detailed explanation of what we do and how the price and how we come up with our predictions and how we come up with our technical analysis. Another cracking winner was the Caspian Sunrise PLC was the breakout. We called that breakout a couple of days ago. It looked like price wanted to test. If we go to June the 21st was pre-breakout. Does CASP want to test and see if it can break out? And then it did. And this was the pre-breakout, obviously, which was tweeted on the 21st, I think. Yep. And then if we look at CASP, On the charts, ABC. I'm very good, me, on all my ABCs. Here we go. That's about it, though. Right, so, okay, CASP is currently 8.3% up. Tiny little candles that's been formed today. Right, let's have a quick look. In fact, are we trading? Are we trading at the minute? Yeah, we're waiting for a candle to form, should I say. There's the break to the up with CASP. So this was a classic ascending wedge formation which broke out of a stubble level of resistance. And then CASP did break out. We had an 18% rise yesterday, waiting for trading to commence today. At some point, sometimes they can be a little bit late to the party, as we know. And then we've got potential market structure up ahead. We've called Caspian Sunrise before. It's not. It doesn't seem to be like a mega popular ticker. I just like the way it moves. From a TA perspective, it just fascinates me the way it moves. Let's have a quick look at Zoetic, because that's a popular ticker, right? So I charted out Zoetic as hopefully finding some support. Right, let's have a quick look. I know I've got it knocking around somewhere. It went off before. In fact, I'll find it the old school way. Let's have a look. Right, let's just go to Zo. Do you remember when Zoetic was cheap as chips about a year and a half ago? You could have got it for buttons. I'll tell you what. Well done to all the holders who stayed in that move. Right, here we go. Right, so we've got here we've got Zoetic International PLC. Right, so again, I've recharted it and I slightly readjusted it. We had this macro uptrend. Right, this is the idea I've got. Right, so is price finding support? Is it finally going to break out of this stubborn downtrend that we've had, where we had like over pushing to 109 pence? Price has been selling off. So are we now going to get the fight back? We had a decent candle yesterday, some decent selling. It seems to be finding support at this key level. If it does, the buyers come back in. There's a lot of beautiful market structure up ahead for Zoetic International. Interesting. Right, okay. Let's look at another ticker or two. And like I say, guys, just hit that, just go into the, if you're interested in your particular tickers, just hit the timestamp in the YouTube video, yeah. Just wanted to look at GFRD. Here we go. Let's have a quick look. Ticker alert. GFRD. Because this really interests me. It really does. We called GFRD very successfully, I think, late last year or mid last year. And we got some great moves with GFRD. Now I've slightly redrawn the macro uptrend channel. Okay, it's just looking strong. Price was selling off. Okay, then it came into like a consolidation phase, and we've had some really nice, powerful, solid candles forming at these key areas on the charts. So is GFRD trying to tell me that it wants to possibly exploit this market structure to the up? This particular channel is going back to October 2020 of last year, right? We've got a touch dominant trend line drawn to the low, okay. Big, long, bleeding sell-off, right? And then some support coming in. Today, we're currently at 2.91% up from yesterday, 134.2 pence. Price for GFRD. I just like the look of it. It's interesting. Dev was a great winner with us. Dev just covered Dev dead quickly. We pretty much called the bounce on Dev. ABCD. Why am I going backwards? Our charting enabled us. We called them this particular move on the 24th of last month. Check the tweets on Twitter. We called it. It broke out this consolidation zone. Boom, to the up. And we're having a bit of a sell-off at the moment. This is the macro chart. Every candle's a day of trading. Fantastic winner. Many of the students, well, not many, but quite a few of the students in Swayze's Charts Discord, where we teach technical analysis, some of them have bagged 60, 70% on Dev. So on that particular move. right? Not just through my charting, but through their own charting that they've been learning in the Discord. So absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to them. That's pretty much it for today on this particular mini podcast, guys. If you like the video, please give me a like. Please give us a retweet or a share. Really do appreciate it. It just helps the algorithms. I'll get off. If you guys have any tickers that you're interested in, right, just like tweet them out and we'll have a look. You know, we'll try and draw them out. Send me a tweet and we'll have a look at them if we haven't already covered them, and we'll try and draw them out and try and make some predictions against the market makers. All right, I hope everyone's having a great day. Full moon tomorrow, and that can sometime inspire the buys coming in with the old lunar calendar. That's another story for another time. And I'll chat to you guys soon. Thanks very much indeed.